Skillet fried Southern cornbread, or better known as hoe cakes, are the very definition of Southern comfort food. With crispy edges and fluffy insides, these are perfect along any warm bowl of chili this winter. Let me show you how to make them. To begin this recipe, you're going to need a large mixing bowl, and we're going to add in 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal. Then we'll go ahead and add the rest of the dry ingredients, which is 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Then go ahead and give that a good whisk. Next comes our wet ingredients, and to that same bowl, we're going to add 1 cup of buttermilk, 1/4 cup of melted butter, and 2 eggs. Using that same whisk, we're just going to break up the eggs and start incorporating the liquid into the dry ingredients. Once the batter starts to get thick, I actually like to switch over to a spatula to finish mixing everything together. So scrape down the sides, mix well until there are no flour streaks remaining. The next step is to fry them up. I added a large cast iron skillet to the stove and turned on medium heat to start warming up, and then added a couple tablespoons of bacon grease. So to that, we're going to go ahead and add it and then let it slowly melt. And then I like to use a cookie scoop to scoop the batter out into the center of the skillet. I'll do about 2 scoops for a larger size, or you can do 1 for a more smaller bite size. It's totally up to you, it doesn't matter. And I like to spread it out just a little bit so that it's more of a thin, even layer. And then we're gonna let it fry for a couple minutes on each side. You'll know it's ready to flip when the edges start to become cooked and a little bit golden, and that there are bubbles popping through around the sides and in the middle, kind of like a pancake. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes depending. And then at that point, you'll go ahead and flip it over and cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on that side. You'll see that they'll rise up and get nice and puffy. After that, just go ahead and remove them. I like to put them on a plate and then keep repeating with the rest of the batter. If you do smaller size cakes, then you can get 2 or 3 in the pan depending on the size of your skillet, but just keep working until the rest of the batter is gone by scooping it in the middle, spreading it out a little bit, cooking for a couple minutes until it's ready to flip. Flip it over, cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. I like to add these to a big platter, just kind of like I would pancakes, so that once they're all done, I can just go ahead and sit it on the table and everyone can help themselves. These have a delicious crispy edge, but the center is fluffy and tender, just like your traditional cornbread that you're used to, but in bite-sized pieces with that golden crispy edge. I can't get enough of it. The texture is delicious. These are great to eat hot and fresh with a bunch of butter and honey slathered on top, or they're perfect to dip into any bowl of chili or stew that you have this winter. For the full recipe, head on over to fuelingasouthernsoul.com. Everything you need to know can be found there. Thanks so much for joining me in my kitchen today, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all very soon.